Hey guys, Annie C here, and welcome back for another Thomas Wooden Railway review. This time, we're going to take a look at the breakdown train. Now, in the TV series, the breakdown train was pretty much only used from season 1 to season 6. And then with the introduction of Harvey, we saw less and less of the breakdown train in the later seasons. Finally, it disappeared altogether with the introduction of Rocky. And so now, pretty much all they use in the TV series are Rocky and Harvey, and the breakdown train is pretty much extinct. But it was a really cool thing to use in the TV series while it lasted. Anyways, let's talk about the wooden railway version of this item. Now, the first breakdown train was released in 1994 in the sort of goldish olive green color you see before you. In 1996, there was a lime green variant, which was only produced in that year. Now, in 2006, there was a version released with updated details and a different green color, but unfortunately, it was retired that same year. So, anyways, let's get this thing off the track and take a look at it. So first, I want to take a look at the flatbed, which is probably the less interesting part of this item. So it's a very simple item. It's basically a slab of wood nailed to the chassis with a magnet here. So the magnet is probably for just so the hook can go here. So when you're pushing down the track, the thing isn't going willy-nilly, isn't flying everywhere. So you can just have this to put the hook on, which is pretty darn nice. Anyway, let's get back to the flatbed. Probably one of the worst things about this flatbed is, well, let me show you. You try to put an engine on and, well, yeah, there is no room. There is not enough room. If this thing had been about 2 millimeters wider, maybe even only 1 millimeter wider, it would have been a perfect fit, but as it is, you can't fit Thomas or any of the other engines on here without positioning him exactly right. So even then it won't even work that well. If you move it the slightest bit, then it goes off the flatbed. So basically the only way to keep an engine on here is to put a rubber band around it and keep it on the track. Now with Madge, if you are familiar with Madge the pickup lorry, she has a flatbed which is wide enough for an engine to go on and has little grooves for the wheels to go in, so there's probably no way for the engine to fall off. Why couldn't they have made this a little bit wider? I mean, why? Just this platform part. If they just made it a little wider, we've been spared all this. Yeah. Anyway, that's just one of the major things that's wrong with this flatbed. So enough about that. Let's take a look at the crane part, which is probably the more interesting part. No offense to the flatbed, as awful as it is. So let's look at the crane part. The crane has got a plastic arm, which can go from all the way down here to all the way up here. So if you ever go on eBay and see one like this, don't worry, it's not broken. So the hook here, or this plastic magnet thing, is used for picking the engines off the track. So it will easily attach here, and it only attaches to an engine's front magnet. So if you're trying to pick an engine up back from its back, it won't work because the magnet only attaches to the front. So anyways, this crane it also, sorry about that, it also rotates 360 degrees, so it can go all the way around with only a little bit of trouble. And as you can see, it's not loose. It won't go spinning around if I shake it. Now, I know some of you have been getting pretty upset. I mean, such as Jay Luvia and Edward Alba. It's no problem, but I know some of you were a little bit upset with the new release. The new releases such as Oliver, the Excavator, and Skiff, how they were 360 degrees and they're so loose. Well, you don't have to worry about that with this, because this is pretty firm, which is pretty nice. Go all the way around, as I said. And so that's about it. Oops, sorry, Thomas. That's about it for this crane arm. And so if you put these together, and that's about it for the breakdown train. if you want to get this item, as I said, it was retired in 2006, so your best bet is eBay. Now, if you want to get it used, the price is probably around $10 to $15. I got this one for $12. And if you want to get it new in box, such as an original 1994 one, the price can be from $49 to $150. So unless you're really intent on getting a new in box one, which is a pretty neat thing to do, I suggest you get the used one because it's a lot cheaper. This one is in pretty good condition as they go, and it's just got a few scratches and dings here and there. And that's about it. So if you get this item, if you want my opinion, yes, it is very useful to your collection. I mean, if your engine falls off the track, then how are you gonna have other engines get them back on? Especially if you're doing a video. So I really suggest you get this thing. It's really fun, even if the flatbed isn't perfect. That can be easily remedied with a rubber band, as I said. And so this is just a really great item to have. It's not that expensive, and it's really cool. So I suggest you get it. I give it a 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10, but the flatbed is just, it's a big disappointment. So that's about it for this review. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a comment below or like this video or subscribe. You can do that if you want. You don't have to do that. And please keep an eye out for my next video when it comes. It'll be called Duck's Coastal Branch Line. And it's really going to be something, I can promise you that. I was down in Cape Cod last week, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and I got to do some very nice location shots. So please keep an eye out for that. Well, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.